Hi guys, this is Brett with Renn Sport Performance. We got our client's A90 Supra here. We're getting ready to do a A90 Flex Fuel Sensor install. We'll show you step by step. There's a install guide online from Wisconsin. Good people. This is a very easy kit to install, but we're going to do a step by step walkthrough on how to do it.
Go to the way.
All right, here we go. First things first, obviously, pop the cover off. Set it down there. All right, we've got flex sensor in line, pigtail and zip ties, wireless adapter, couple little pennants for A90 Supras. Funny, it's red too. Trim tool, and then the Z-Tronics. I love Z-Tronics products. These guys are very good at what they do for not being around very long. I think they've been around for maybe 10 years now. So here we go. All right, let's say that goes all the way over to here. So let's go ahead and get this all taken off and ready. I got their instructions too, just to make it simpler, but we can do it first things first. Just go like this. They say this. Okay, this is going to be about there, is what they say. Let's get this cover off. Let's get that cover off. This one's kind of a pain in the ass. I would just turn it to the right first and then come out this side. All right, then you gotta pull this line off. By doing that, you gotta squeeze these and pull back. It's recommended that you do this while it's cold. Put the flex sensor in. Go ahead and take this out. I'll set that there for right now. This pops up. Get this snaked out of here so it's out of your way. At this point, I would go ahead and plug your flex sensor in. Make it so much easier on yourself to do this whenever it's situated where it is. And this. Alright, so what we got here with the Wisconsin flex sensor for the A90, we've already removed this. Like I said, you just use push pins, pull back. This has a C-clip. Take the C-clip out, boom. Push this down, pull out. So we just found out this kit, we think is for a different model, and or they updated it from their description online. So with this, we're gonna go off of here now. Take this, just put that on the ground, get that out of our way. We're gonna go off of here now because we think they changed up their setup. So that goes there, flex sensor goes here, and it doesn't matter which direction your flex sensor faces. I usually put it to where black, you can't really notice it in the engine bay. They give you now this line So this line now goes here, and then this flexible line goes down to here. So we really didn't, the only reason why we had to, and it all pushes on, okay? The only reason why we had to take this off was to run that. So now we gotta put this right back on. And there's little brackets and holders and everything that it snaps back into. Alright, you hear that? They just snap right back in, put the line back in its holder, put it back in its holder, and boom, we are fully put together on that aspect. Take all this stuff off. We can put the C-clips back on this line in case the client ever wants to go back to factory. So you can stick these right back here. And then, now we route the wiring that they say. Okay, got a crankcase vent. This whole big one is going to be ran inside the car, inside the cabin, like they say. So we're going to stick this up under. It's going to route all the way around like that. Just get it situated how it needs to get situated for right now. We'll take all the covers off in a second. The factory crankcase vent heater is located on OEM turbo inlet. You'll have to remove the air box to gain access. They say you gotta get, if you have small hands, you can reach down in there. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it off and show you guys how that works too. Let me grab a flathead. Here's RSP. We do a ton of stuff. Big turbo belt motor TT. Built motor E65 AMG. TT in for a motor mount replacement. Mark 1 Euro spec GTI, 1000 horsepower R35. Oh, still needed a flathead. That was dumb. Got to talking. Box, just once you undo that worm clamp, it just pulls right out. Very simple. And this line, they route all the way right here's the turbo crankcase vent heater. There's a locker on the back side. That's kind of a pain to get to. I just use my fingernail. I've been doing this for a very long time. That's your locker. You just pull it back, pop it back, push down and pull out. Ta-da! So there's your locker. Just pull it back, push down on that, pull down. See how they route theirs on this. Little diagram since this is different now. Okay, so they route theirs. Boom. You can run it underneath like they got it. Just run it against the, looks like an O2 harness basically. Just stick it down underneath. Get it nice and clean. OEM fit. OEM look at least. That'll go just like that. That'll go like that. This is the one that goes in the interior. Very simple, very clean cut. Very easy to do. This is very user friendly. All right, now they say this plugs in to the gear. Push the locker back in. This one goes down, it plugs into the crankcase. Push the locker in. Okay, let's see where they put the ground strap. Well, they run their ground strap to the grounding post right there. I'm gonna run this one, boom, boom. We got 10. Oh, that minus an 8. I do not have an 8 in this toolbox. Oh, they picked it back. I got an 8 right there. A little disorganized right now. I just did an intake manifold on a Audi Q3. I've not organized my tools from doing that, so I'm just kind of jumping on this right away to get this back to our client in a timely manner. Again, this is an 8 mil, not a 10 mil. They have that just like that. The only tools we've needed, if you'd like to know, flathead pick and an 8 mil. I'll let you know the remainder when we're done. Here's the harness. Okay, now this is all done, so we're able to tie this all up. That's all good. That's good. Let's put the air box back in. Air box is as simple as it came out. You just snapped out, coming out, snaps in, going in. You gotta look right here though. It's got a little vent tube that feeds it some air. You'll know if it's in, if it. Oh, yep, I got it all in. That's how it goes. Boom. Snap. All right, that is done. So now, put this heat shield back in. Again, start at this end. It forms a little bit. Pull it around. You hear a little bit of stuff. It's a Velcro and not that big of a deal. Get this, make sure that gets stuck behind that sensor. Okay. That goes there. That goes there. And that one goes there. Alright, the harness, make sure it gets stuck underneath. You can zip tie it if you'd like. There's no need to go a little, put zip ties on something that doesn't need it though. I'm not gonna zip tie it. I'm gonna go ahead and put this cover back on. Boom, cover fits nice. Nothing hitting here. So they say, undo this. They want you to run it through here. You can take this all the way off if you like, but you don't have to. It's not that big of a deal. So sit right there. Put your cover back on. All right, this is the side where we already undid this. These just pop out. this spins to unlock it. We've got to take this clip off, which it looks like it is a, use your pick, jump up in here, push this tab to the left. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it should be to the left. Yeah, push the tab to the left, pull forward, boom, boom. Take this one out, set that there. Pull up and just slide it through like they say. Give yourself a little slack on that end so you're not pulling it tight and possibly pulling out the wiring on the pin. That's done. Okay, now they say it's probably going through that rubber grommet right there. If I was a betting man. They do want you to go under this, is what they say. Under this and through. There's why they give you the trim tool right there. This one did not have that on there, so we'll go ahead and put that under. It's not that big of a deal, but we'll do it how they say, because we're filming for them. There was no clip on that side. I got one because I work on a lot of cars. We've got one over in our bin, and we'll throw another one back on for them. If you don't want to use the trim tool, a flathead works fine. You just pull up on that. Sit that there. I always go ahead and, to be honest, throw this back in there just so you don't misplace it. And then again, they want you running it through here. We will run it through there. A little bit of finessing. So it gets pushed all the way down, push that down. Okay, Z-Tronics module sits in the, they run the Z-Tronics module in, okay. All I was doing was confirming the Z-Tronics module that plugs into this right here, this side. I'm just making sure it doesn't go on the outside of the car, but it does in fact run through. They want you to pull the slack out, so you gotta get it stuck underneath there, how we had it, and then pull the slack out that it has. We should be good on that. Now, we're gonna jump to the inside. Okay, plastic trim tool. At this point, we should probably just stick that right there. I can close up this side for good. No need to have that, but again, I want to get another push pin for them. Pop it in there. As you try to just walk it down, it's easier to do that than break something. That's gonna be your hardest one. It pulls down, so you gotta pop out and pull down because this goes underneath the A-pillar. We'll go ahead and set that in the driver's seat. Okay, now it says we need to remove glove box 2, 3, and 4. These just pop up. This one's very simple. This one, just get your hands underneath it and give one pull straight up. Sometimes the tabs come out with it, sometimes they stay. Like that, how they don't come out. Then you just come underneath here. Pull it, and they just slide right back in. It's not a big deal. This one looks like it is not held on by a screw, so you just probably pull out. I'll go ahead and get rid of this WeatherTech floor mat right quick, get it out of my way. Let's see what we got going on here. I can see that that just pulls pries out. These have little push tab or twist tabs, one turn, half turns, 2 of them. And then this will come down. Kind of got to finesse it out of here too. All right, I'll go ahead and set this stuff on that. And then let's go ahead and work on this one. Carefully pull up. We'll have to get the tabs out. These ones don't like to come out with it. And then inside of here, there's a spot. This one's gonna be a pain. Pop it out like that. So they just pop out. Some of them don't come. Again, use your tab tool, pull that out. Very simple, stick it right back in. I'll get that here in a minute when I'm finished. All right, let's see what else we got here. That grommet I thought that they ran through, they definitely do. Yep, they run it right through that grommet. So right here is a grommet. You can take a screwdriver, flathead, whatever, pull it straight out. What I like to do, because we can use this again, come over here. Here, I got my snips right here. Take snips, snip it just like that. They were just gonna leave, I think on the instructions it said just leave it open, no big deal. You don't have to do that. Cut it in half just like so.
That's so stupid. But when they bring you up there, they bring you in the shop, like, you know, like, make it seem like, you know, like you're good.
There we go. So now I'll be able to put that back on there after we're done. This will get ran through on the interior and see what we got going on. Oh yeah, there's a hole, or not a hole, but where one could go. And then you can use a Phillips head, make it easier on yourself. Poke a hole, or pry down from the top, whichever's easiest. I'm gonna poke a hole, keep it fully intact, and then you'll go inside. See exactly where it's coming through. It's right here. It's on this side. So you could just pull it down a little bit. Here you go. So I'm gonna pull it down. Feed it in there. I'm gonna leave the screwdriver in there where it built the hole, just so I can see. And we'll just pull this all the way. Hold on to the wires, not the accordion. It'll snap right off. Okay, so we've got it to where we're at this point. Now we gotta help feed this fully in there. Go ahead and take your screwdriver out, and then help push it in. Yep, pull it in. Alright, so now we are through on both. I saw they placed the Z-Tronics module up here in the corner. Let me grab it. Get me a drink. I'll grab the Bluetooth dongle for now too. Dongle, driver's seat. This plugs in to the 2-pin. Oh, we got a jumper harness. This will get plugged in here. Make sure your pins aren't bent up or anything, because these are very easy to bend. Just snaps right into this point. This goes there, okay. We've got zip ties. I'll put the zip ties right over here. I don't need those as of right now, so I'm gonna set those there. And then we've got the Z-Tronics plug-in, 6-port, or 8-port, my bad. That goes there. Alright, now it's time to start wiring. Just gonna take off, pull this back. It's the white and green pin. Squeeze these 2 tabs, pull this down, the locker. What I'm gonna do is, to help me have some more room to show you guys, I'm gonna pull this, use your pry tool, pry up. Okay, so now we have this. Alright, 2 connectors will come out of the white housing there, locked together. So, I'll show you how this comes apart. Let's grab our pick and our screwdriver. Alright, so let's go ahead, and this is where it kind of gets crucial on what we need to look into, what we need. Okay, this is just a locker. Let's see if they got instructions on how this. Pull down the green lever at the top. You have 2 small locks. Press in, remove the internals of the connector. This is a lock on both sides. I have not done one of these, so I don't know exactly how this works. I can see that it needs to be pried. Oh, out like that. Just don't break it. I didn't break it, I just got stuck in there. Okay. Try and pry out a little bit. Try to get it past its little lock. Same thing with this side. Boom. So you just push down on both these tabs together. If you have 2 hands, obviously it'll be easier. And you just pull that straight out. Alright, we're going to set that like that. Remember, gray is on the left side, black is on the right. Probably can't go back together, opposite. Alright, 2 connectors will come out of this housing. Gray, pin 18. As you can see here, we've got pin numbers. So this is 37 to 54. So one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Well, we need to be able to confirm that before we go any further. 1, I think they got their wiring backwards. You'll need to remove the following 2 wires and replace it with the ones from our harness, yellow and white. You must slide away. Is it 36 connector CAN bus? Gray pin 18, black pin 36. Well, I have this one is pin number 1. The way these come apart, you just slide this forward. Okay, so at least they use the same colors. And to get this out, you just push down on this tab right here. That slides out. Oh, they're both on the black. Okay, so we're just getting rid of the CAN bus. These are the CAN bus. So it's just these 2. I was misreading, my bad. What I always do first, obviously so you don't get mixed up, put these in, put color direction first, so you don't lose track of which one was which. This can be pulled out now to the side. Boom. Okay, I think we're done with this connector. Now, we can put this back together. It slides back in its hole. Or nope, it goes this way. Slides back in like that. It says do not plug this in yet, so let's just keep this like that. Now, in a bag you will find a connector. Make sure green lock is unlocked. Okay, so we've got our connectors. So they provide you with a tool, just a pick tool. It's that simple. So, green lock connector is connected, unlocked. Okay, that's straight up. OEM, now on the OEM, so 2 and 3. 2 is white and yellow. 1 is black and yellow. So, and then the locks face straight up. So you gotta make sure your locker that we have, where's the lock at? Straight up, okay. Remember, white and yellow is black, or white and yellow is 2. Make sure the locks are straight up. Black and yellow is 1. You will feel them lock in. It will snap. Feel tight. All right, now we get to plug in these 2 together. Oh, you gotta push the locker down. My bad. Forgot that step. Yellow, green locker goes straight down. Then boom, that snaps together. Plug the white connector back into the body so you can put this back in. Then pry this down out of our way. Make sure your locker is fully open. So then push until it snaps. Boom. Okay, that is good. Now we can route the Z-Tronics module. This 8-pin harness is for the gauge. No plan on running the gauge, it just mounts right here. But we have to pin in this connector. Which this is the one downside to this. They did not tell us how this connector was supposed to go beforehand. So what I'm gonna do is color match it. So we have, I don't know why they wouldn't put this together. That doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever, they might have something I don't know. What I would do not snaps together fully, and then push the pin where it goes. Boom. That was pin 5. Pin 4 is black and yellow. Push that one in, and these snap right in. Pin 3 is green. Pin 2 is yellow and white. And then pin 1 is red. I think they do that just in case you did get the gauge set up. Now, this, oh, make sure your pins are all the way in. My yellow and black didn't get seated all the way. These are just Haltech sensor plugins, very simple. Boom, snaps right together. So now we get to route all this behind the carpet. Route it all behind the carpet, nice and smooth and tucked. They say at this point, go ahead and start the car, make sure there's no fuel leaks. I've done this plenty of times, not on this car, but other cars. There's no way it has a fuel leak. So I'm not gonna do that, but if this is your first time, double check. I made sure everything snapped together, popped right in where it should be. So we're good on that aspect. I'm gonna run my wires all the way down. We're gonna mount this behind the power wire like they show. Use the power wire just to hold it in place. This is where you can zip tie it up if you'd like. Again, it's not mandatory. Zip ties don't save the world. They don't make you faster either. I need to get this push connector out. And I need to put the interior back together. I'm gonna use my flathead on this. Get underneath it. Okay. Start with this one first. Again, it just slides underneath. As long as your harnesses aren't blocking your view. See, should still go right back in. No issues. There's that one, and that one. Give a good hit. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this lower tray in first. Get it much easier to get in my plain sight. Remember, just a half turn. You can use a screwdriver if your hands can't get in there. My fingers aren't working right now for some reason. Half turn. Half turn. Alright, remember I put these pins back in that didn't come out with it. So what I do is just make sure that they're all going right where they need to be. Pull this up first before you go snapping it in spot, because it's kind of a pain in the ass to get it in after. It's not easy on the fingers. I'm waiting on a motor mount, but we can maneuver it however we have to. Done. I need to finish up the... Huh? finish up. Make sure it goes in the A pillar first. That's all done. So now, clean up your tools. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back together right quick. Oh, my grommet. That's right. What did I do with my grommet? Right here. That's right. So remember how I told you to cut that in half? Give you some room so water can't get in. I know it's very unlikely, but boom. Grommet's back in. Make sure this gets put back in its spot. Let's go ahead and get this line put back where it goes. That snapped right in spot. These just go right here. Half turn. I got the piece. I'm gonna end right here, setting that there. There you go. There's a Visconti flex fuel sensor install on an A90 Supra. Very simple. Put the dongle. Take the dongle out. We can throw it in for now. Done. Thanks for watching. If you guys like the video, want to see more DIYs or how-tos, comment, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching RSP. Later.
With Corbett's here. You have our client's E90 Supra. This thing came in stock, making 350 and 390 to the wheel. Simple bolt-ons. We turned it up with Mike Naughty at East Coast Supra. And shout out to him. Turned it up to 525 and 575 on E50. We're about to create a package for this. We're going to have it on our website in the next 2 weeks. Very simple, cheap, affordable to maintain. Double the horsepower to the wheels. So that's pretty good. And stay tuned and like and subscribe.